Don't you see, I'm a 5-alarm fire, not a firefly. And I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a doctor so you can show off and climb up the social ladder, and if you need a doctor in the family, I'll marry one. In fact, I can't wait to marry just to spite you, the son of a peasant just like you. You, the great stone leader on your pedestal, with your raised hand pointing to the brilliant future only you could see. I lived in fear of you, in a dictatorship the size of our apartment. I was afraid, but fought you anyway. At 16, I waged my own revolution, the one of all the girls in the world. I chanted, screamed, and waved my flags in the kitchen. You were my huge Lenin statue I tied with ropes, pulled down, and dragged away. Don't get me wrong. I always wanted to be like you, to be you. I wanted to have your poise, your walk, your sure foot. At 27, I needed to prove that I'd grown. I broke the news over the steaming food. I got the visa today. A cloud entered the room and sat at the table, and you, who always wanted to emigrate, you couldn't ask me to stay. You crumbled before my eyes. You, the strong one, distant on your pedestal, broke down to pieces, to dust. A simple man about to lose his child. You cried too easily, I said. I took your tears with me and carried them 5,000 miles. I owned my suitcase and my mistakes. My heart was a flapping flag. I rose in the new land to claim it and make you proud. So, I came to New York in a program called a diversity visa, which is essentially a lottery. And this poem is called Diversity Visa. When it carried our lives inside, how could the envelope be so small? We laughed and joked that we'd sleep under the Brooklyn Bridge. We'd eat a donut a day. We wondered if the New York streets would be dirtied and crowded and paved with dreams. Would there be dogs with bagels up their tails? Would there be beautiful people like in the movies? Or would our life be a Seinfeld episode about nothing? Better poor in America than in Romania, we said. Would you do it again, you ask? With you, I answer, any time. And I write a lot of poems about New York. And this is a poem called The Greatest City on Earth. The greatest city on earth. Alive, it stalks us with glowing windows. We are the prey, the fresh blood, the flesh. The greatest city on earth breathes heavily through manholes, exhales the smell of sweat and piss and rotten lard. It holds us prisoners, even our reflections, prisoners in panes of glass, our better versions, thinner, younger, hearts full of hope, and heads full of dreams. We are its children, brave and defeated. The city loves us, holds us tight in a deadly embrace, and we love it right back. We love you, Mama, your claws, your mane, your thirsty fangs. Why sit when you can walk? Why walk when you can run? Run, run to the beat of drums, faster and faster, rumble and rush, and trample over others. Rush, 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 rush. We march through the streets every day, a flood of faceless grey. And everything we build is ruined at night. We build it again the next day, and again it falls apart. We build it, build, and it's ruined again, higher and higher than low. And we know the towers won't stand until we build our love inside the walls, our most precious love, buried alive inside these walls. Without fresh blood, the construction workers will leave. Without the works of immigrants, the restaurant will close. There will be fortresses of garbage, and rats dressed as soldiers will ask for ID at every corner. The greatest city on earth will crumble, first around the edges around Battery Park. Bricks will fall, glass will fly, in the Lincoln Tunnel will gape a cracked mouth. Wind will blow the last pages written about the greatest city on earth. Dusk will draw a dark curtain over deserted Times Square, and the end of time will drift from the blind neon signs. I won't let that happen to you, beautiful carnivorous city. Start spreading the news. Here comes sweet New York. Here's fresh marrow to suck. Take my life and bury it inside your towers, and bloom on top of the rock a vivid flower.
Yeah.
So I came to New York with my cat Sonia. And this was in 1995 when you could bring a pet to New York, asleep in the cargo. She was in a wicker basket and they put her to sleep and she just flew over and she had no problem. I don't think you could do that today. So here's a poem called Sonia. She was the daughter of a Burmese empress and a vagabond tabby named Rehan. A little soul with raspy tongue, she fit in the palm of my hand. I slept with her, tucked in my hair. Later she reigned from the couch over people and their dogs. Tri-collared, long-haired, her tail a flying flag, she didn't walk, she flowed. We fed her only raw meat to keep alive the lioness in her small body. She crossed the ocean asleep in a wicker basket in the cargo. She hissed and clawed the immigration officers at JFK. At night, she played tennis with the New York City roaches. She didn't walk, she flowed. I walked the streets carrying in my arms her light body. In the city where I own nothing, where would I dig a small grave? And how, with my bare hands? I can't do it. Not even in sand, not even in a park or playground. The dirt is frozen hard. Tight-lipped, the city owes me nothing. I swaddle my furry baby's body in a blue dishcloth and place it in a trash can.